What's up, CalBears? Man, today has been interesting since I've left my house. I still throw a fit over every person who doesn't use their blinkers. So I've decided, eventually, one of these days, I'm going to order a bunch of stickers. Maybe magnets, I'm not sure yet. Depends on how much you piss me off. Maybe I'll get stickers and magnets. And if you really piss me off, I'm gonna put the sticker on your car. But if it's okay, I get it, I'm gonna just put the magnet. And I'm gonna make stickers that say, I don't know how to use my blinker. So that when people are buying them, they'll know that this person probably doesn't know how to use their blinker. Is probably not gonna use it. I just don't understand people. We have blinkers for a reason. And if I'm waiting for you to pass me and you turn instead, I'm going to get upset. Okay? Very upset. And it's not good that I get that upset in the car all the time with my son. Because he's going to grow up fucking knowing that, mommy has anger issues in the car. And then what happens if he ends up with the anger issues in the car? What happens when he ends up having the same road rage mom has? It's just not good. It's just no bueno. But, yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. On a better note, I got 15 tiny tacos from Jack in the Box. And the taco sauce to go with them. And I'm pretty excited to eat those. I also got a tuna jumbo jack and curly fries, because curly fries are life. Gotta get curly fried. Yeah. Well, that's what Vanjie would say anyway. She gets curly fried quite often. Well, she shouldn't be getting curly fried actually, but whatever. So I guess that kind of brings me into something, which is mental health. We've all been there. We all have had to take days to ourselves, to recoup our minds, to just be a puddle of mess or whatever. I'm actually wearing my suicide awareness sweatshirt today, and on the back of it has probably more than 100 names of people who ended up being suicide victims. So with that being said, mental health is no joke. If you don't feel okay, please let us know. Let somebody know. It doesn't have to be a specific person. There's hotlines out there. There's even a number, I think it's 741-741 or something like that. I might have to do a comment on the video to put the numbers on there or whatever, but you can text this number, because if you're like me, I don't call anybody. I do not call people. I don't even answer the phone to people. It's how much of not I'm just not on that level right now. There was one person who she would call me and I would fall asleep on the phone with her, but now I'm if you're not texting me, I'm not talking to you. And it sucks, because people will call me all the time just to talk to me, and every once in a while I'll answer if I feel like talking, but for the most part I never answer. So if you're that kind of person and you're a texting person, that would be a perfect number for you to text. Again, I think it's 741-741, not 100% positive, but I will leave that in the comment on this video. So another thing about your mental health, though, is it actually affects you in way more ways than you think it does. It can cause you to have more headaches. It can cause you to be sick. It can cause you to have poor immune system. It can cause your back to hurt. It can cause your body to be sore. It can cause flu-like symptoms. And, a lot of people are okay, well, yeah, it's mental health. how is it, supposed to affect your brain is attached to every single part of your body. And when your brain is stressed out and you're stressed out and you have a million things like just running through your mind, I get it. I really do get it. But there are times that you just kind of have to take a step back and be like, you know what? I'm okay in the moment, unless you're not okay. But if you're okay in the moment, that's what you have to like look for. You have to look for the moments. You have to live moment to moment. Like I learned that like really freaking quickly. The more I was worried about my future or about my past, the more I found myself in a circle that just never stopped. And once I started actually like living moment to moment and not stressing about the future and not stressing about the past, like you take what you have and you run with what you got kind of thing, that's the moment that I felt like I finally started living. And I mean, for the longest time, I just wanted to die. I wanted to kill myself. And don't get me wrong, because I have like depression and bipolar and all this other stuff wrong, mental health wise, it happens to the best of us. It happens to a lot more people than people think. But what I guess what I'm trying to say is, even though I have those moments of where I want to kill myself or I want to hurt myself and I don't know what to do and I just feel very overwhelmed and stressed out, it's, I have to stop and really, like, look at things. Like, I pretty much go into a panic attack. I love this song. But I, go into a panic attack pretty much almost every time I start thinking about death and the fact that someday my son is going to have to like bury me or cremate me or whatever, and it upsets me a lot, and I start freaking out and I start thinking, okay, well, I'm gonna figure out a way to become immortal. There's gotta be a way, I know there's no fairy tales and immortality and things like that. It's not real. And there's all these very high hopes that, we can extend human life and things like that. But in all reality, we just can't do that. And even though I know that, I freak out. Like, and I don't necessarily think it's because I don't know where my soul is going. It's that I'm going to forget this whole lifetime. Like, I spent a lot of this lifetime trying to forget certain things and forget certain people, but yet at the end, those certain things that happened and those certain people that did those things, that I try so hard to, like, keep out of my mind and everything, they built me. And I know it's kind of sad to, like, it's not okay that they built me the way they did, and it's not okay to like hold on to these things and like let it affect your life or whatever, but they did build me in a way to where both good and bad. Like, they built me to not trust anybody, but other people have come along and showed me that I can trust people. I just have to kind of use my better judgment for all that. And what is on my sweater? Use my better judgment. And I mean, if you're not mentally healthy, you have what judgment? You don't have no judgment. Like, that's like a thing. So take care of your mental health. Take care of who you are in the moment. If you need a hot bubble bath and just quiet and candles, do it. If you need to run away and go to the ocean because that's your peaceful place, do it. If you just need to go for a really long car ride to nowhere and you end up stopping and just staring at the sky and the clouds, or it's nighttime and you're staring at the stars, do it. If you need to cry, do it. If you need to go lash out with some spray paint. Of course, I don't recommend that you tag, although there are places that you can go and kind of get away with that kind of stuff. I mean, I've been there a couple times. There's a bridge here in Sonora that everyone calls Graffiti Bridge, and it's a beautiful, beautiful bridge. It's an older bridge, used to be used back in the day for like transporting and stuff through the mountains, but now it's kind of an isolated area. To get there is super crazy because it's one lane, so if a car is coming up, you have to be the one to back out, and it's literally that skinny of a trail that you have to back out in order to let that car pass you, because it's just so little. Anyways, but yeah, if you have to go do that, go do it. If gardening is your thing, or running or exercising is your thing to take care of your mental health, please do it. And if you just cannot get a hold of your mental health, if you just cannot, you feel completely 100% lost, let somebody help you. I know it's hard to ask for help. I'm not one to ask for help, ever. I hate asking anybody for help. I hate being the person who people will possibly look at me like I'm helpless or whatever. But you have to put that aside, because not everybody thinks the same way of someone who is asking for help. You know, some people might say, oh, well, that person's, attention grabbing or whatever, or she's just looking for attention. Fuck them. Let them deal with their insecurities on their own, because that's all it is. If you need help, do not be afraid to ask for help. Do not be afraid to even ask for someone just to come and sit with you, or stare at the stars with you, or go swimming with you, whatever. Do not be afraid. It's your mental health. It's your life. You are in control of it, and it may not seem like you're always in control of it, but you are. And I know it's hard with like mental illnesses and stuff. We really, really, really don't think that we're in control. I even though I'm saying this to you guys, I still feel like I don't necessarily have control of my life. But I do, and I in somewhere deep inside of me, I know that. But mental illness really sucks sometimes, because there are times where you do lose control and you feel like the whole entire world is going to crash down on you. And that's okay. It's okay to have weak moments. It's okay to have those moments, because guess what? Once you move past them, you can look back and be like, you know what? I got through that. What can I do this next time to get through it better? Or what can I do, next time that's going to keep me from going down that path or whatever? Like, there's just so many things that you can do. There's so many places you can go for help. There's so many resources out there. There's Facebook groups. There's Instagram pages you can follow. There's numbers you can call. There's numbers you can text. Mental health is a serious thing in this country, and we all need to learn to take care of ourselves, especially when we're taking care of other people, because it can be heavy. It can feel like a burden. It can feel like your days are numbered, and I just want you guys to know, of course our days are numbered. That is absolutely true. But it's up to you to let those numbers get as high as possible. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go, because I actually have to take my kiddo into childcare and get to work, because I work tonight. It's going to be so fun. At least I get to work with someone fun. I'm super excited about it, because she's going to be leaving. So anyways, take care of your guys' selves. Take care of one another. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I love you guys. Until next time, Kelly out.